This is a $500 Savage 110 Trail Hunter chambered in .308. And during testing, it produced a .39 inch group at 100 yards. That honestly surprised me. So the real question is, was that just luck? Or can this rifle actually shoot like that consistently? Today we're testing several different types of factory .308 ammunition to find out what this rifle really likes. All of these groups were shot at 100 yards from a bench. For support, I used a Harris bipod up front and some range sandbags in the rear. The rifle is topped with a Vortex Diamondback Tactical 6-24x50 mounted on an EGW 20-minute rail with Vortex Pro rings. So this is a pretty realistic example of how somebody might set this rifle up. For this test, I tried several factory loads. These include Federal Fusion 165 grains, Federal Premium Barnes TSX 150 grain, Federal Trophy Bonded 180 grain, and Hornady Black 168 grain AMAX. There are literally hundreds of different factory .308 loads available.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
So this is really just a sample of what this rifle might like. Most of the loads I tested produced groups right around the 1 inch mark, some a little over, some a little under. For example, the Federal Fusion 165 load produced 3-shot groups around 1.27 inches. The Federal Trophy Bonded 180 grain came in right around 1.22 inches. Yes, it did. One of the more surprising results I got today was with the Federal TSX 150s. One of those 5-shot groups with that ammunition measured just 0.8 inches, which is excellent performance for a hunting rifle in this price range. But the clear winner of the day was the Hornady Black 168 grain AMAX. That load produced 3 groups, all measuring sub-MOA. The first one was 0.8 inches, the second one was 0.56 inches, and the best group of the day
all 3 are touching on that one, definitely the best group.
Was 0.39 inches at 100 yards with the Hornady Black. For a rifle that's about $500 shooting factory ammunition, that's pretty damn impressive. Now let me just be clear so nobody misunderstands. I'm not saying this rifle is gonna shoot 0.39 inch groups every time you take it to the range. That'd just be unrealistic for almost any factory hunting rifle, especially at this price point. What these results do show is that this rifle is absolutely capable of consistently shooting sub-MOA accuracy with the right ammunition. And based on the groups I saw during testing, I wouldn't be surprised at all if many shooters could achieve 3/4 minute average performance once they found the load their rifle really likes. What I'm saying is, if you do your homework and find the right ammo, this is a sub-MOA gun. One thing I think is really important to mention here is that a lot of people don't spend enough time testing ammunition. There are literally hundreds of different factory .308 loads available. Ain't nobody got time for that. And every rifle barrel is gonna prefer something a little different. I've personally tested anywhere from 15 to 30 different types of factory ammunition in some rifles just to find the best performing load. I know that might sound extreme to some, but I like to be thorough. But even once I find a load that looks promising, I don't stop there. If I think I found the ammunition that my rifle likes, or the one that I want to hunt with or shoot with, I'll often go back and shoot 10 to 20 additional groups with that load over different periods of time just to make sure that the performance is consistent. A lot of shooters will fire 1 or 2 or 3 good groups and assume that's the rifle's true capabilities. But the reality is that the group sizes and the dispersion patterns can change quite a bit when you increase the sample size. 15 shots might look awesome, But when you change that sample size to 100 shots, that can sometimes tell a very different story. Another thing to keep in mind is that factory ammunition can occasionally vary slightly from lot to lot. It's not nearly as big of an issue as it used to be years ago, but it can still happen. Just something to keep in mind. So the main takeaway here is that finding the best ammo for your rifle usually requires a lot more testing than most people expect. Do your homework, and your rifle might shoot better than you think it does.
That would be inconceivable.
For example, I've also shot Remington Core-Lokt 150 grain through this rifle previously, and it consistently grouped under 1 minute of angle. That was kind of a big surprise to me, and it was a pleasant surprise because Core-Lokt is generally considered more of a basic hunting load rather than a precision load. It's also much more affordable than a lot of these other ammunitions. That makes it a very practical hunting choice, especially for closer distances. Speaking of practical hunting choices, let me also mention this. The Hornady Black 168 grain AMAX load that produced the best group is not marketed as hunting ammunition. Hornady does not recommend it for hunting use at all. So while it clearly shoots extremely well in this rifle, it'd be better suited for target shooting or maybe some long-range practice rather than actually hunting with it. For hunting purposes, something like the Fusion or the Trophy Bonded or the Core-Lokt would be more appropriate. Overall, I was very impressed with how the Savage 110 Trail Hunter performed at the range. For a rifle in this price range, getting consistent 1-inch groups and occasionally dipping a little bit below that is exactly what most hunters are hoping for. And if you like real-world gear reviews like this one, I hope you'll consider subscribing to the channel. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace. Boom! And this is where B-roll comes in, I guess. I don't know. I used a Harris bipod up front and some range sandbags in the rear. That doesn't look very professional, does it?